Back here for the bottom half of the third inning, and we would like to take a second to apologize to anyone who had any technical difficulties there with the broadcast. It's on 3. We're to hold off being stopped. On this now is Manny Astley. After Trevor Reed watched one go by him, the strikeout. Manny Astley, he hasn't played since that game in Batavia. Second base. Now he's ball 1. Now that's here 0-0 game. That one goes there. You check down to see if he swung, and he did. 1-2. 2 Ks. 1 Elm. The first base runner of this half of the inning. So, okay. Damo single earlier. The lone hit today for the Pioneers. Corner. Astley's got a slide on. And look, he's ready. He acts as if he's going to go. He holds back off, but it's a 1-1 count. Jump. He didn't fully plant his feet. Last 1-1 count. That one's hit hard by Adamo. It's going to drop into center field before he grabs it. It's a single there. Now it's men on. Just like that for the Pioneers. Just now for Tyler Adamo. And not too bad is Brett Baker. He walked a stolen base in the process. Also on third base. Called in Buxton, the catcher, gives his signs to those out there. The throw up. Ball 1. 2 hits on the day for the Pioneers. Tyler Adamo currently occupies first base. For a ball. So 2-0. 2 notes. Currently sitting in that one pitch. 3-0. Real count. Notes. That one's hit hard. It goes to Abbott. And on his wheel, and there's no cut. Wesley slides home. The throw back to Tyler to try to get Adamo second base. Goes wide. Score their first run. For a single. It's 1-0 now. Pioneers lead. Right back now. Sacrifice fly earlier. That moved runners. Moved it over third. Like to get it. 1-0 Pioneers lead. Duback, and it goes over the head forward, and it bound between 2 fielders. Coming on home is Halmo. Right behind his Baker. Both of them stays. It's a 2-run double. Really opposite field. Pioneers lead. Gentlemen, extend this even further. From players, but now the Pioneers have 4 in this one. 3-0. Leadback sits on second base. Tubman, a consistent mover in that box. That one goes down for strike number 1. 0 outs in this inning. And now they go for a strike. Tubman has a good eye. He had a walk earlier in this one. I should have one. Oh, no outs. A move as he gains to pick up attempt at second. That one's over. Right over to that one. In the throw side, misses the tag from Austin to the top and touches there on the throw. An error. Tubman's on and advances Duback over. And Michael Gardner's now up. And it's a mountain and the scout. It's going to be a new arm now as the scout lines up to give their starter. And coming up now will be a pitcher. We'll take a look at that after this. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention. Pitch broke down and it landed right below the bat of Lugo. 2-1. Lugo, the second baseman for the day. His first hit of the season. It's a gun down from Sudoku. Goes high, 3-1. A ball here sends home Brandon Dubak and puts 4 on the board for the Pioneers through the third inning. Sudoku shakes off a read, 2 reads from the plate. The step off comes. Lugo took a while to figure out what pitch was going to happen, so Lugo recuperates himself for a second. Sudoku, there's that one. Oh, it's ball 4, and it's a free pass that lets up a free run. 4-0 lead over the Geneva Red Wings. And it's a quick. He hit one to Gamble at second, who just tossed it right on over to Austin D for the out. That one's in the other battery box for ball 1. The fans are into this one. DJ for the evening, DJ Redwood. Gets them up. Sudoku outside, that one gets past Buxton. Running on his way home will be Jack Tubman, who crosses the plate and advances all runners. Pioneers lead. Dubak's home and Tubman came home since Sudoku has gotten on the mound and yet to have out. Third base, AJ Lugo sits there at second. And Sheplik, 2-0 Kalkunim. The look over as there's a large lead there at third. Another trio. It's this righty-lefty matchup. It's favoring Sheplik. No outs. Nothing. Pioneers lead. That one is up. Ball for 4-pitch walk. It's going to be coming up to the plate. Opportunity to clear the bases with 1 swing. 5-0 lead. The Pioneers yesterday had a 7-run inning. That's their high scoring of the entire season. They hadn't scored more through 2 games. 5 straight balls through 2 batters. Heading out there to go warm up is looking number 4, Red Wings. That one gets in there for right. 1-1. To try and get the momentum in favor of Gabbianelli. That throw gets in there for another strike. Gabbianelli had a strikeout look in his last up. He does not want that to happen again here. He'll try to come a swing. The throw and the great block there, Button, who slapped way over, he's down, and now it's 2-2. 2 outs. Lugo had a well lead off of base in case this one goes into the outfield. That one runs inside and it like it might Gardner and the throw down to third base tags out. Gardner gets tagged out at third base, so the first out of the bottom half of the inning comes on a throw down from Buxton over to Dylan now. Base running mistake there from Michael Gardner. Gabbianelli looks at the 3-2. So go back, gets ready for the payoff pitch. And he swings on that one, and he breaks it out of the infield and allows for the run. Here comes going down towards the plate and sliding on home will be A.J. Lugo, who scores from second base. A single by Gabbianelli on a full count puts the other one on the board for the Pioneers. Jeplik moves to second base. It is now 6-0. As now will be down between Sudoku. You have to wonder what it is they're discussing there. Maybe a mentality. Maybe how do you attack this batter? The streak comes up. He struck out his last time in the second inning. So barring a double here, Manny Esley will come up for a second time. That one hits off the bat of Trevor Reed as he went down, so it's foul ball. It's not often you see someone try to get out of the way of a ball, keep their knock that one the other way. So it will be first strike. Keep it on the swivel. Righty-righty matchup here. Dogo throws another inside pitch. 1-1. The look down from Sudoku. He throws, it's cut on and missed by Reed. 1-2. When you go behind first pitch strike, especially with a first pitch strike, wasn't even a swing of your own or calls. You ducking down. That one in the left side batter's box for ball 2. 2-2, 1 out, 6-0. Here at Dunn Field on this beautiful Saturday evening. The dish in there, Reed for out number 2. And Manny Esley steps to the game, which was really pitch, was hit up temple. And surrounding the beats path, home. First pitch from that one's fouled. Ingram started this inning where he got getting pulled following a error on the throw over to Jack Tubman. When Jack Tubman was running. Throw there. Break right into the plate on the curveball. Does not get it to go. One. Look beautiful from here. Esley aligns himself back spot of that batter's box. That one not going in his going in the field of the 2-1. 2 outs. Throw high. 3-1. They had to wave that one. Ball for the pitcher. It's Buxton. It's 3-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the inning. They had another high-scoring day for the Pioneers early. Not as high-scoring last one, but still up there. Scored 6 in 2 games now. The game opening day. And then against Olean, as that one goes for a strike. Esley hold off. It's 3. 5 hits here for the Pioneers. Being a RBI single from Ryan Ganelli. That one's hard to see the left field, however. Kenta Nakata will call off his center fielder and get the 3rd out. So 6 runs scored for the Pioneers. The pitching allows them to start doing some work. Now the defense has to be able to hold off, and Landon Birch reached out. Top 4 now as the Pioneers put on 6 in that bottom half of the inning. And some work needs done here by the Red Wings to get back this one. It's going to have to come from Austin Dietz. As Birch remains in this first pitch, goes inside for ball 1. It's always difficult when you come out after an extended period of inning like that one, where there was changes. If there's another one, it may be very difficult for a Birch Mountain deal. This one gets backwards as Reed's trying to get underneath that one, and he does so for the out. A fly ball foul out to Reed. And that starts off the 4th inning. Now batting is going to be Caden Coots, extra hitter, who started to reach by him. Birch looking to do his thing again. He swung underneath down and still got past him, though. Caden Coots gets ready, and behind him is Kenta Minakata, who got the bottom 3rd. Got the fly ball from Manny. Ball. Now it's still on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. As the fans clap into this one, it's a stretch from Birch, and it's swung on and missed way too early there by Caden Coots. 1-2. Caden Coots has that shin guard on. The black shin guard on front foot. Goes for strike 3, and yet another time, who's sent back to the belly. Birch picks up his 5th strikeout of this one. He's halfway there to how we got this time. Out he attacks Davia. That's out number 2. Kenta Minakata steps in. He's a left-hander. He takes his step and he drives that one. It's going to the left side, over to guard, but time and the ball bounces out of play. Either way, so reaching there is going to be Kenta Minakata. It'll be on the throw, but also a single considering he was on the back. Throw him over. For those scorekeeping at home, it's a single reach on error. So error goes against Gardner. He's 6. And Now will be Noah Company, who walked his first time up, second. But then he got too greedy, went to steal. Trevor Reed gunned him out at second. Minikata swinging his arm second base. The throw comes in very close to hitting Company, but does not go as each time Reed's getting back to it. Sometimes you see catchers just throw the mask off. The helmet is coming off the head of his first pitch went for a ball. 2 outs here. Birch delivers from the stretch, and he gets his first strike of the at-bat. For that one. As Birch looks out, wide open stance for the Company. That one's down. He gets up. He throws it over to the third baseman, Gabbianelli. Gabbianelli with bouncer to his glove, so not an opportunity to body and tag on Minikata. So it'll be a still. Now, Reed did a great job there, despite it being a bouncer. Birch, the right-hander, has a line shot at third base as that one goes up high for ball 3. He gets into his hold before he goes through the stretch. Just stares down. Opportunity for a signal if need be. Delivers. That one swung on a high pitch. Right by him. It's a full count. Trying to get their run on the board here. 6-0. 90 feet away. No Company watches this one. Goes for ball 4. Too low. It'll be a walk. Now man on third, man on first situation for Ben Buxton, the catcher. So far in this game, it's been 4 walks delivered by Birch. Birch looks down Buxton as Buxton gave a little of the batter's box before he went in. And they call on Birch. It sends a run home, so reaches home on a block from Landon Birch and moves Company over to second base. First run goes for Geneva. It's now 6-0. Ohio's lead. Just quick by Birch, and that's all that needs to happen. Ball come in. It's a delivery there. Inside for strike 1. Buxton turned his body away as if to signal that it was too far inward, but nothing goes. Strike 1. Is over there. No Company. He's got the whole body moving. The head's hitting as he gets ready to potentially shot. That one's high. 1-1. We've seen Birch do this through the entire game. Get up hitters and scores it with position. That one goes now. And Birch has been able to get at it. This is just his own run out in this game. And he only allowed 1 last time in Hawks. And throws. Swung on and missed for strike 3 and do it for the side. Big strike out there comes off Ben Buxton. Comes to bat at the top of the line. Tyler Bitter and Brandon Duback get after this. Tyler Adamo steps up to take this one forward, and he's got that life walk-up that brings us into the bottom half of the inning. So far in the game, he's had two with 5 hits that the Pioneers have, both of which being singles. And looks to knock on again. It's a new pitcher up as well, coming in for the Red Wings. Step out there, and it's going to be a right-handed Michael Mucci. And it's now a 1-1 count against it. Come Nichols College and East Greenwich, Rhode Island, his hometown. That one goes for strike. 1-2. Timeout is called here between the home plate and first base umpire. See what they end up guessing is something on. It's in center field and right field. All began as a discussion with the catcher, the first base and pitcher. So a conversation between Austin Dietz, Ben Buxton, and the new hitter in Mucci. Now the skipper comes up. Maybe hear what's happening. Still a 1-2. See if we get an explanation of that. But right now, it remains Tyler Adamo's at bat. Tie. 2. The throw in there for strike 3, and Adamo heads back to the dugout there. 5 pitch at bat, and she picks up the backward cat. Let's go. He goes just 1 inning. He allows 1 hit. As Brett Baker comes up now. Baker has been a consistent after swing there. His ball was low. Seems as though he was going to go through and held it last second, but there. 2 pitches now going towards the feet of Baker, but it's a 1-1 count. Baker gets a step and he moves to get away from the pitch. 2-1 now. It's Michael Mucci. Looks to find something that part of the batter's box for Baker. The pitch there goes for a strike. Part of the rubber. He pitches. Interesting to see. Maybe it's something to do with how the other pitchers are digging in the mound. He wants an equal footing. That one goes low. 3-2. So the lights come completely on here at the historic Dunn Field. 3-1 out. The throw one's hit sky. Goes over press box. It's going to hit on the roof. I can hear in the background some of our press box staff running to go get the baseball. And still remains 3-2. And Mucci's doing this thing where as he gets set, he kind of gets a little pitch. He gets a little skip. One chances that one there. He throws on. Nothing called there. From my vantage point, and of course I'm not an umpire, so I can decide there. Didn't look like he can fully set when he threw that ball, but it doesn't matter. It's ball 4 and sends the Baker over to first base as Brandon Dubak gets now to bat. 1 man on, 1 out. Michael Mucci looks to get through this inning of work. Goes for a strike, trying to hold them out after a score by the Pioneers in the bottom half of the 3rd. The wind is blowing. Out step over. Pickoff attempt does not go. Mucci takes a step off and now he takes a timeout. Calls over. He's having a little bit of issue. His arm. We'll take a quick step away before we get to the next batter. return here, top of the fifth. It's Saishi Tamura coming up here to bat. He walked his last time, and he did not end up scoring. He got stranded at third. Pitch right down center street for strike number one. 0-1 count here in the top half of the fifth. That one's hit hard. It's going to go in between. Manny Esley and Brett Baker in between left center, and putting on the wheels is Mahoney, who gets to second base. The throw comes in. Gabinelli catches it on the infield grass, and it's a double there from Quinn Mahoney, his second time getting on base. And Casey Burcroft has an opportunity to put one more on the board. Big swing there by Mahoney, trying to give Geneva some life. No one yet going for the Pioneers in the bullpen. The arm bar in these past couple days have gone quiet for the Pioneers. That's just how dominant their starting pitchers have been between Birch and Hayes, as that one goes for a strike. Brendan Hayes pitched against the Oilers. And there was only one pitcher that came in relief. That was Sam Watts, who threw 2. Sam Watts has been a stern relief pitcher for the Pioneers, as another pitch goes for a strike. Another time, Casey Burcroft has watched it go past him. Burcroft struck out his last time up. He's now sitting in an 0-2 count. But look down and back. Michael Gardner imitates as if he's going to go to the second base, as that one's hit hard on the ground, foul. If you ever played backyard baseball, it's a screaming grounder there. That hit for the foul ball. Still remains 0-2. Birch looks on as we got the sunset coming in here in Elmira. Some fluffy purple clouds coming in as that one's high. It's for a ball. Two. The look from Birch. He squares around and throws, and that one is grounded. It's going to head over to Tubman, who flips it over to Birch at first. Yet another 3-1. Goes against Geneva, and normally you don't really see those kinds of plays happen. It's happened 3 times now in this contest, as should be worth noting as well. Quinn Mahoney moved over to third base there. So there's 2 outs. Said that it happened 3 times, and twice it went against this man who's up to bat. It's J.C. Gamble. Just a roll over the bat, as there's a discussion about something over in the stands. Looks as though a piece of the area may have fell off. It's been a lot of wind in the area recently, so able to hold on there. Mahoney currently occupies third base. We return to this one. J.C. Gamble. He's got an opportunity to bring a score in. First pitch goes for a ball. Birch already threw 4 2 innings of work. 2/3 inning work. Trying to make it 5. Throw trying to go outside corner. Does not go in favor. 2-0. Count here to Gamble. The throw hits there down the middle for strike 1. Birch's mechanics continue to stay laser point. Coming out of Middle Tennessee State University. Playing his first season with the Pioneers. His younger brother Larson is expected to go tomorrow. Played for numerous years for this team. 2-2 count. It's warming up now. Getting ready to warm up in the pen now as there's a little bit more action. Cannon Van Duzer for the Pioneers. That offering goes. It hits over to Gabinelli at third base. He takes a couple steps, throws it over to Tubman at first, and gets the out to escape the side. That's the third out, and it's 6-1. Pioneers lead as we head into the bottom half of the 5th. Back for 5, bottom half there. It's Tommy Sheets remains on the mound for Geneva. And it's Michael Gardner stepping up for the Pioneers. Last time he reached on an error on a sky-high fly ball in the infield that the third baseman, Dylan Abbott, could not get a hold of. Gardner looks at the first offering, and he lays down a bunt. He's running on over. Right there, Sheets tries to get the throw. He gets hit by the third baseman and Abbott as he throws. And it's going to be an infield reach by Michael Gardner. We'll see how they score it. But first pitch, going for a bunt, an interesting strategy to say the least, especially when you're up by 5. Sheets gets himself going. As we get the official ruling, it will be an infield single coming in there for Michael Gardner. So his first hit of the day comes on a bunt. A.J. Lugo now up. He fakes as if he's going to swing. The throwdown trying to get Gardner at second base is not in time. Gardner had a full beat on that one. The speedy legs of Gardner steals a bag. That's why you have him lay down the bunt. You get the legs moving there. Lugo watches that one go for a ball. 1-0. Lugo still looking for his first hit of the season. He struck out to start his day, and then his second plate appearance, he was walked. That one goes for a strike. One count. Gardner looking to get all the way home, and A.J. Lugo is the man to do so if he can. That one goes outside. 2-1. Sheets gets prepped here. He also, like Mucci, uses that corner of the plate, throws that one. It's low. Trying to get the breaking ball in there, does not go in his favor. It's 3-1 count. Sheets started slapping his glove against his thigh. A little bit of frustration from him, not being able to hit his spot. 3-1. In there for a strike. Slowed down a little bit while throwing that one. Maybe trying to just keep his mechanics up and working. 3-2, full for A.J. Lugo. He's walked earlier. He struck out earlier. The pitch. Check swing. Did not go. He takes another walk on the day. Centralis Health is the official healthcare provider of your Elmira Pioneers. Next time you need medical attention, make sure you visit Centralis Health for all of your medical needs. It's 2 men on now for the Pioneers. Off the walk of A.J. Lugo, and Tommy Cheplik comes up to the plate. His second game playing as the extra hitter. He did so on Thursday. Cheplik walked earlier in this game. That one goes for a ball. And Sheets continues to look down to see where the catcher in Buxton would like this ball to go. The throw there, and it runs inside, nearly hits Cheplik. Has the shin guard on his leadoff leg. It's a lefty, it's the right leg in front. Look at Gardner up there in the leading position. Already a stolen base today. It's bouncing back and forth. Cheplik watches that one, runs inside. 3 pitches now, 3 balls. Cheplik could be looking at his second walk of the day if Sheets doesn't find the zone. The dancing of Gardner. That pitch goes in for a strike. Cheplik knew the entire time that he was not going to swing that one because he never even took his step for a swing. 3-1. The throw, that one's fouled away. Swung on it a little late. Goes opposite field in foul territory. Count is now full. It's interesting to see how Sheets takes the ball before he throws it, hits it into his glove, almost like an outfielder when they catch it or do a crow hop, and then throws it through. 3-2. That one's hit on the ground ball. It heads on over to the shortstop in Casey Burcroft, who flings it over to the second baseman in J.C. Gamble, who tries to hit it on over to Dietz at first, but cannot get it in time. So the double play does not turn, but the out gets done at second base. It's men on the corners now as Ryan Gabinelli steps up for this one. Ryan Gabinelli had a single earlier that sent on home a run. Now looks to continue that. Throw back over to first base. Not in time. 1 out so far in this bottom half of the 5th inning. Coming on the fielder's choice that got Lugo out at second. Sheets with the delivery. Too high. Ball 1. One 0 count. Stare down from Sheets. He delivers outside. Buxton has to move over and get that one. Tommy Sheets, he comes out of Ladera Ranch, California. He got the first 2 outs of that last inning. The last 2 outs of the last inning as that one's hit high into the air into center field. And getting underneath that one will be Noah Company, who tries to throw it on home, but it's not in time. The sacrifice fly by Gabinelli sends home Michael Gardner, and the Pioneers are now leading 7-1. So after the first 2 games of the season for the Pioneers, where they scored 7 in total, now they've scored 21 through the past not even full 12 innings of play. As they throw over to third base to see if there's a chance that Gardner left early. However, still ruled safe at home, so nothing comes of it. Two outs here for Trevor Reed. Takes a step and cracks that one, but it'll go foul just past third base bag. He got a hold of that one. However, wasn't able to keep it fair. Swung just too early. 0-1 count. Look over to first base. That's the lone runner being Tommy Cheplik, as that one goes in the dirt for ball number 1. Trevor Reed's last trip up, he ended up striking out. However, it was what started the at-bat that was interesting, where he ducked a pitch towards his direction and hit off the bat, as that one gets hit right over to the shortstop in Barncroft, who flings it over to J.C. Gamble for the out, and that does the 5th inning. The Pioneers score 1. They're leading 7-1 here at Dunn Field. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Maid, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Landon Birch remains on the mound for the Pioneers, and season tickets are still available here. They're starting at just $99. You can call 607-734-2690 to catch every home game of the Elmira Pioneers at historic Dunn Field. Would love to see you come out to the game. Or if you have just any old questions about tickets, you can give us a call 607-734-2690. As up to bat now for the Red Wings will be Dylan Abbott. And if Birch gets one out, he's gone longer than his first start of the season, and that one goes for a strike. Top half of the 6th here. 0-1 count. Goes low for ball 1. Landon Birch, he's been dominant with runners on. They may be able to get to third base, but Birch, he's been able to hold them off. Comes by way of the strikeout, too, as that one goes for a swinging strike. 1-2. In this contest so far, Birch has 7 strikeouts. That one is grounded. It's going to head over to Michael Gardner at shortstop, who attacks it, throws it over to Tubman at first, and gets the easy out for out number 1. Struggles so far this season for the Pioneers have come in that infield, especially the left side, with how the ball bounces at Dunn Field. But today, been doing such a great job. Pioneers only have 1 error on the day. Both sides playing a tight defensive game. Birch throws that one. Swung on and misses. Austin Dietz swung out of his shoes for that one. Nothing to show for it, though. It's 0-1. Birch delivers. It's too low. It's a 1-1 count here for Austin Dietz. His last time up, he hit a foul ball that Trevor Reed ended up catching behind the plate. So that one goes for a ball. 2-1. Attendance for the day here at Dunn Field is 3,399. Could make it 3,400 if you decide to come to one of these games and you give us a call, 607-734-2690. That one's fouled off. It's 2-2. Austin Dietz started off his day with a double, and that's the one of two doubles that they've hit all day. Quinn Mahoney had one as well that he just absolutely smoked into left center field. Got in between Baker and Manny out there. Birch deals. It's too high. Full count now. As I mentioned, the bullpen now working. Van Duzer's going in the arm barn. The step in delivery. That one's in the dirt. It's ball 4. A walk comes for Austin Dietz and brings up Caden Coots. Caden Coots so far in this contest, he's seen strike 3 go by twice. Hopes to not repeat the same outcome. Birch gets ready to deliver. He does so, and that one is fouled. Hard swing by Coots, and that's what makes him so deadly. The bat speed that he has. Bat speed sometimes in your favor because then it increases your exit velo. That's what guys like O'Neal Cruz have done in the MLB. As well, Aaron Judge. So that one goes for a strike 2. 0-2 count. Coots gets ready to deliver. As Birch stares down, he has not tried to go back towards first base to pick off Dietz yet. 0-2. That one's hit hard. It goes over the head of A.J. Lugo and into the glove of Tyler Adamo on the bounce. So a single there brings another one on for Geneva. And Caden Coots, he gets his first hit of the day. And Kenta Minikata now steps up. He ended up getting home. He made all his way all the way to third base. Then it was a balk on Birch that sent him home. Luckily right now, if there's another one of those, it wouldn't send anyone home, but it would just advance the runners to third and second. One out here. High pitch. High fastball doesn't go. It's right there at the eyes level for the batter. It's ball 1. One 0 count. 1 out. The delivery fouled away by Minikata. Sticks now on the board. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Geneva only has 1 run to their name so far, but they have 2 on. Birch looks back towards second base. No one in the area for an potential pickoff attempt, as that one, they say, does not hit the zone. Couldn't tell if they say that's too low or too high because it looked to be on the heart of the plate. 2-1 count. The motion. That one's hit hard. It goes over to Gardner, who goes and steps on the back throw over to Tubman at first and turns the double play, and that gets Birch fired up. The ground ball gets them out of the 6th inning, and it's bottom half coming up, and it's due up for the Pioneers. It's going to be Manny Esley, Tyler Adamo, and Brett Baker. We return here for the bottom of the 6th as midway through they started playing a little bit of Sweet Caroline for the teams. As now up to bat will be Manny Esley. He reached on a hit by pitch earlier in the 3rd, and then his second at bat was also in the 3rd. That one was just a fly out to the left fielder. Manny, the Duxbury, Massachusetts resident, steps up. He went to Elms College, or he's still going to Elms College, excuse me. Bottom of the 6th. As Tommy Sheets sends it on, and it's going to go for a ball. Runs too far inside. Manny Esley is one of those players who's got a lot of speed in his arsenal. He is being used as a second leadoff there, as that one's hit hard, and it's going to go right back towards left field to be grabbed on there by Kenta Minikata. So yet another F7 to the name of Esley, who wears that number himself. But Tyler Adamo now steps up to the plate. He struck out his last time up, but he's 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles. You see, Sheets continues to slap his thigh with the glove. The drive-through. Inside, ball 1. Adamo had to step in as if he was going to go for the swing, but didn't go. He held back. Throw there as Adamo swings too early. And it's going to be for strike 1. The crowd of just about 3,400 people getting live here at Dunn Field. As the throw comes in. That one's hit hard by the player. It hits off the wall. Trying to play this in is Minikata, and all of a sudden, it's going to be a stand-up double coming in there for Tyler Adamo. So the speedy right fielder hits one off the wall there, right above the Kieran Power Sports sign. And it's going to be a base runner now for the Pioneers. Brett Baker has a man in scoring position. He has an RBI to his name already off a single. And the manager for Geneva steps out. Looks as though there may be a pitching change here, or the makings of potential getting ready to start one soon for these sides. Parenting today can sometimes feel like you're way out in left field. Casa Trinity Prevention wants to give you some backup for when those unexpected hits come your way. The Triple P Positive Parenting Program for families is designed to help parents step up to the plate with confidence. Learn skills that will help your family become stronger, healthier, and more resilient. To learn more, visit casatrinity.org or email shamungprevention at casa-trinity.org. Thank you, Casa Trinity, for supporting the Elmira Pioneers. So it was just a mound visit for the sides, as there is a right-hander warming in the bullpen right now for Geneva. Up to bat here comes Brett Baker for ball one. I mentioned Brett Baker had that RBI single in the third inning. With someone with the speed like Tyler Adamo, any sort of bloop into the outfield should potentially send him home yet another time that Baker has to move his hips in to avoid the pitch. Baker takes a second before stepping into this box. 2-0. Step off by Sheets, as he did not like what Buxton was giving him behind the dish. The delivery, and that one's hit hard by Baker. It's going to drop in and goes past Minkata in left field. All of a sudden, running on home is going to be Adamo. Drum is giving him the wave to go to third and telling him to hold up. It's going to be an RBI triple for Brett Baker. 8-1 now. Pioneers lead. A big triple there by Brett Baker, as now he has 2 hits on the day and extends this lead to 7 here in the bottom half of the 6th. And coming up is Brennan Dubak to potentially get another knock. There's been some big hits there towards left field as stepping out for the mound visit, and it's going to be the catcher in Buxton and Sheets. And it looks like it's time potentially to get the bullpen arm out there. We're going to step aside, but right now, Brandon Dubak is going to be up to the plate after this pitching change. Pioneers lead 8-1. Brett Baker currently sits on third base. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve U Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Nathan Slayton, what a tongue twister, comes out to dish for the Red Wings after Tommy Sheets goes 2 innings of work. Coming in relief of Michael Mucci, who left prematurely. But it's Dubek who's going to come up, and he's got a man on third. It's Brett Baker. Bottom of the 6th here. Only 1 out. And Brandon Dubek, he had a 2-run double earlier in the 3rd inning. That's where most of their runs came. 6 runs in the 3rd. Looking to put a crooked number on the board towards 2 as they just get their position set for the umpires. And Slayton gets ready for his first pitch, and he delivers, and that one's hit high towards foul territory. Dubek decided to already start chasing the first pitch that he sees, which is a strategy that can work sometimes. Sometimes these relievers try to just get something on the inside part of the plate, and it allows the opportunity to just knock one over. That one goes for a strike. Infield playing back outside of the third baseman and Dylan Abbott as he watches over the man at third as that one goes for a ball. Dubek has some pop in him. Looks to put it on display here. Step by Slayton. He delivers in 2-1. Breaking pitch did not break in his favor. So this is the 5th pitcher for the Red Wings. In comparison, Elmira has only used 1, Landon Birch. That one's hit hard, but it's going to go into foul territory. Unable to get it. That one went over the fence in foul territory. There's your answer about who could be a potential home run hitter here at Dunn Field. It's Brandon Dubek. .325. The foul poles on each side. The wall extends high up there. As it's 2-2 count now. Delivery, low in the dirt. Buxton does a great job getting down and holding it. Full count. Brett Baker wants to score from third. I'm sure Coach Drum is ready to be aggressive, even up by 7 already. The pitch. Dubak hits that one. It's hard. It's going towards center field to Noah Company, who gets it and holds down because Brett Baker is just going to strut his way past home plate. It's 9-1. Pioneers lead. 8-run lead as there's 2 outs. And for Slayton, that's just a tough situation. An inherited runner, especially one at third base. It's hard to shake that one off, but you just kind of have to. There's no reason to get too intimidated by allowing one to score in a situation like that. Tubman comes up. He watches first pitch strike. Brendan Dubak with that one. His 3rd RBI of the day. That one's in the dirt. They roll on the swing as a strike. Tubman thought he held up, but does not get it. As Buxton walks over to his pitcher, and the home plate umpire gives the plate a wipe. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Stare down. The kick and throw. That one's hit high towards the home dugout, and can't grab that one quick enough is Austin Dietz. The first baseman just too far away from him. Still remains 0-2 though. And it'll only take one pitch for Nathan Slayton to get out of this inning. Wind shifted its direction towards left field now. That one goes low. Slayton thought he had that one for strike 3. He began to walk off the mound. That's the sort of confidence you need as a pitcher. Know where you hit your spots and get that sort of movement. However, not in his favor there on the call. 1-2. That one goes for strike 3. Tubman watches another one go past him for out number 3. It's 9-1 now at the end of 6, and we'll see who returns to the mound if Birch does right after this. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, ServU Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Want to stay connected with the Elmira Pioneers? Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X at the Elmira Pioneers. It's Cannon Van Duzer now taking over on the mound here as we enter the top of the 7th, and you'll look at the stat line for Landon Birch. He went 6 innings of work, so one more than he did last time. 4 hits, 1 run. That run was unearned. And for his strikeout numbers, you look at 7 in favor of him. But now with a bullpen arm, Van Duzer has not gone for a little over a week. He was one of the relief pitchers in that opening day game against Batavia. Now has the opportunity to continue working. Duzer looks down. Delivery as the bunt attempt goes there from Noah Company. Trying to imitate what happened in that last inning from Michael Gardner. But that one goes for a strike. Van Duzer, he played for this Geneva team last year. So it's a little bit of a revenge game for him. That one does not hit the corner of the plate. 1-1. Last inning, we had our first double play of the game. Kenta Minakata into a double play that got Birch his final outs of his outing. So that one is a swinging bunt that goes foul. 1-2. Van Duzer going to try and get his first out of this relief appearance. So we reach here into the 7th inning. That one is hit hard. It's going to go to Tubman at first. Tubman takes his steps and steps on the bag for out number 1. What I was going to say there is, now that we're in the 7th inning, a lead by 10 runs sends this game home on a run rule. That's what happened with Olean for the Pioneers, and that's what also happened with Batavia in game number 2 of the season. Now up to bat, Ben Buxton, the catcher. He has yet to reach base. He's currently 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 1 forward, 1 backward. He hits that one foul. It hits off our press box here. So fast of a swing there that in the exit velo that barely see that one coming. Have yet to have a foul ball hit into my side of the press box. I don't know what would happen here because I don't have the hands to be grabbing a ball that hard. So that one goes low. 1-1. Got all this equipment here. Don't want to break. One count here for Ben Buxton. Noah Company had that unassisted out to Jack Tubman. That one's grounded. It goes to Gardner at shortstop, and he flings it on over to first base for the out. 6-3. Saiji Tamura comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but it did have a walk that got him all the way to third base back in the 3rd inning. Van Duzer looking to make this inning short and sweet. So that one goes for a ball. Continues to pile on here. Pioneers looking to get their 2nd victory on the season would move them to a 500 record. Geneva still trying to get their first victory. That one goes for a strike. Elmira has played one more game than Geneva. However, it's not much of a difference. It's 3 compared to 2. There's still a lot of season left to go. Both these sides, this first week of games is still one that both sides are trying to figure out what's the best lineup, what's the best offering, all of that sort of thing here in the top of the 7th. So new ball comes in for Van Duzer. He gives it a little flip, and Tamura has got a nice red wooden bat. It's interesting, the PGCBL, we use wooden bats here, and you see some college teams use metal. It's a little bit more for in terms of longevity of the bats, considering how long their seasons are. So that one goes high for ball 2. Gives a little bit different feel, and that's why you may see more players go no gloves, because you don't have to worry about the sting as you would if it were a metal bat. That one swung on and missed. First strike, number 3, and Van Duzer gets out with a K. That's the end of the top of the 7th. The Pioneers come up here 9-1 in the bottom half, coming up very shortly here. Fans, you or someone you know have a birthday coming up? Why not spend it with the Pioneers? Packages include 10 tickets, 10 hot dogs, 10 drinks, a customized Wegmans cake, autographed Pioneers baseball, and special recognition at the game, including a first pitch. Those packages just start at $125. Info, you can call 607-734-2690. And it's like some of the birthdays that we have here, including our general manager, Mark Witt, who is celebrating being 39 years young today. Special day, June 6th for him. As we get here to the bottom half of the 7th, and up to bat comes Michael Gardner. He had that single earlier on a bunt that he ended up rounding the base path. Now it's the first pitch goes for a ball. If the Pioneers were to score 2 runs here in the bottom half of the inning, they would walk it off due to the run rule, as that one's hit high into left field. It looks as though it's going to hit off the wall. It gets over and it's out of here. Home run by Michael Gardner. And he's going to round the base path, put the Pioneers up 10-1 the second he hits home base. The first home run at Dunfield comes by way of Michael Gardner on a 1-0 count. Yet another hit on the day for him. It's always a great feeling when you go to your scorebook and get to write the HR in there for one of the Pioneers players as AJ Lugo now steps up. Double digits for the Pioneers as AJ Lugo looks to work. His first pitch swung on a miss for strike number 1. Michael Gardner scorched that baseball. Hit off the light pole out in left field. That one goes in there for strike 2. The first home run for the Pioneers team. Michael Gardner, who better to do so? Played in all 4 games so far. That one's in the dirt for ball number 1. And in a game where Pioneers offense has been continuing to work, Gardner scorched it. You normally would hear that loud horn go over the sound system for a play like that. Makes you wonder if there were to be, and that's going to be strike 3, but if there were to be a home run celebration like you see in the MLB, which one do you think would most likely be the one for the Pioneers? I mean, there's a lot of options. You see the big chain all the time. Mariners, they had their trident. I think you get a Stitches helmet, throw it on Gardner and have him roll around as Tommy Cheplik comes up to the plate here. Nathan Slayton's still here on the mound. That one's hit hard. It's going to go foul, though, towards the mound to the other side in the bullpen. Cheplik has a walk, a fielder's choice, and a ground out today. So he's currently sitting at 0-2. That's outside. Ball 1. One out here in the bottom half of the 7th. As the pitch comes in, outside part of the plate for strike 2. You need someone to deliver in this game. That's what's been happening with the shortstop and Michael Gardner. He's just about done it all in this one. He had that bunt single. He reached on E5. It's 2-2 count now for Cheplik. There's no person on this team that you have to undermine their efforts. It's been a team combined effort hitting-wise to get runs on the board. And also to hold off Geneva. 8 hits to the Pioneers' name. Geneva sitting at 4. You can also chalk it up to a lot of the pitching. Van Duzer coming in relief there and holding off, as well as Birch going 6 innings. Slayton delivers. That one's hit off the end of the bat. It goes off of the glove of the third baseman in Abbott, and Tommy Cheplik is going to have a hit. Tough play there. The leap up by Abbott does not grab it, and Cheplik has his first hit on the season. Ryan Gabinelli steps up here. He's got 2 RBIs to his name. Looking to potentially move Cheplik down the base path. As man on first. Slayton gets to his set. He fires. That one's high for ball 1. Ryan Gabinelli, his last time up, had a sacrifice fly. That ended up sending Michael Gardner home. That one goes for a ball. 2-0 count. Slayton wipes his hand on the hat. Get back into his Momentum. The delivery. High again. It seems as though Slayton was going to try and climb the ladder to potentially get the strikeout, but not going in his favor there. That pitch swung on a miss. Given the green light on the 3-0. 3-1 count now. Steps up. A stare over from Slayton. The throw. That one's hit hard into the outfield. Trying to get it past Quinn Mahoney, and it's over his head. Cheplick's going to start running. The throw in for Mahoney. Cheplick is held up at third base. It's a double for Ryan Gabbianelli, and Trevor Reed has the opportunity to walk this one off. An outfield fly and a tag out from Cheplick would allow for the final run to score. Trevor Reed's up. Manny Esley currently sitting on deck. Pioneers just 90 feet away from their second victory on the season. Looking to get things rolling. Slayton steps up. He's got a little pump in the leg. Delivers the pitch. Reed holds back on it for strike number 1. Outfielders currently playing close in. A hard hit ball potentially goes over their head. That one goes in for a strike. The break on that pitch fooled Reed. He thought it was coming towards him. The curve just swoops in for a strike. 0-2. That pitch swung on and missed. Reed swings too early, and that's out number 2. 3-pitch strikeout by Slayton. And Manny Esley is now up to the plate. The outfielders shift back here. Esley has hit 2 hard balls over towards left field. Opportunity for him to walk it off. One run so far in this inning came off the bat of Michael Gardner, who hit one well over the wall. Anthony Labonte here in the booth, taking you through the game here today against the Geneva Red Wings. 1-0 count for Esley. Slayton delivers. That's high. 2-0. Esley in this contest, he got hit by the pitch. He has 2 flyouts to left field. 2-0 count. 2 outs here on a Saturday night. We just passed the halfway point of 9 o'clock. High again. 3-0. (3-0), 2 outs. Esley does not need to swing if he doesn't have to. The delivery in there for a strike. (3-1). See if Drum tells him to take it. Probably the chance to do so, as that one goes inside. It's ball 4. Esley has a free pass to first. Lineup card turns over for the 5th time. and allows Tyler Adamo to step up to the plate. Opportunity to get walk-off. He'd need a hit, though. A hit or a walk. As Buxton goes to meet with Slayton. And it's going to be a full infield visit. All they need is the first base that they see on a grounder. Doesn't matter if it's home, third, second, or first. It's a force out anywhere. If Adamo can hit one into the outfield, just a bloop single, scores a run, ends the game, and gets Elmira ready for the next one tomorrow morning. Get ready to go. Adamo steps up. Slayton watches. The throw. Outside, ball goes past. Running on his way home will be the winning run, and it's going to be Tommy Cheplick. A walk-off on a pass ball, and the Pioneers head to 500. 2-2 record and a final score. 11-1 Pioneers lead over the Geneva Red Wings. And you look at the standings here. Geneva drops to 0-3. Elmira moves to 2-2, depending on how the other games go. Auburn still 2-0. Jamestown 5-1. Batavia 3-2. So Elmira is knocking on the door of opportunity to get up there. Olean already played 6 games so far this season, sitting at 500. So it's going to be interesting, and it all involves the upcoming stretch of games for the team. Tomorrow, it's a doubleheader in Niagara, Canada against the Ironbacks. First game starts in the early afternoon. Then it's Newark on the road on Tuesday. Monday's a day off, as it is the entire season. Over to Newark, New York, to face off the Pilots. Once again, one of those teams sitting currently without a win. Then on Wednesday, they return back home. Pilots, once again, get to face the Elmira Pioneers on a free Hilliard t-shirt night. If you need some information about how to get tickets to that Wednesday game, call 607-734-2690. Elmira, they take the victory here at Dunn Field and improve to 2-0. We thank you for joining the broadcast here at Dunn Field as the Pioneers, they prepare for another matchup tomorrow, doubleheader in the West